All right. A suspect tries to flirt herself out of murder.
Yeah, how long you guys been married?
He didn't tell me what he was going to do because I don't know the severity of it. I'm just scared.
This is Amelia Bassoon attempting to seduce the detectives to get away with murder. Amelia was arrested in connection with the murders of Cindy and
Y'all
Sean
going?
Stack. They think she helped her husband cover up the crime, but she will do everything she can to get away with it, including flirting with the detectives. But while this case started in a playful manner, it quickly evolved into one of the most intense interrogations of all time.
They're dead. They're both dead.
I didn't do anything.
The detective starts by reading Amelia her rights and getting some basic information.
Am I like getting arrested or something for something? Or
We're gonna explain it to
Yeah,
you.
we'll explain it all to you, okay?
I just normally when this starts is like someone getting in trouble or arrested or something.
Well, we just, like I said, we want to be able to talk to you.
Already, it's obvious that Amelia is making her voice high-pitched and speaking in a timid tone of voice.
Right.
While this could just be what she sounds like normally, other footage of her suggests otherwise.
I don't want to press charges, but I would like a no contact order. I can do that. Okay.
Her change in tone could also be a reaction to being in a stressful and uncomfortable situation.
Right.
But as the interrogation continues, she begins to show more and more of these flirtatious signs.
What happened with Josh? Did you say that? Did I hear you say he shot himself in the leg?
Yeah, so in December we went bowling.
Okay.
Right.
The bullet went around the bone and around the artery.
Oh!
Through and through.
Jeez, that's lucky.
I know, he's crazy.
Yeah, how long you guys been married?
It'll be a year in September.
Oh, okay.
The Virgos.
Here, Amelia gathers her
season.
hair and moves it all to the right-hand side, exposing her neck on the left. The neck carries the jugular, an important and vulnerable part of the body that many people will make an effort to protect. However, when someone feels comfortable or safe around someone, they're likely to expose their neck by tilting their head or moving their hair to the side, suggesting attraction or at least the desire to show it.
All right. So, Amelia, I can tell you the reason why we're here today is because of that issue with the bank.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Does that surprise you?
For this type of situation, yeah.
Okay.
Like this intense. I mean, I got in trouble at work, which makes sense, but I'm just confused about this.
Well, let's walk through it a little bit, okay? Let's walk
You
through that
stealing
and
money?
see how maybe we came here today. All right, and find out if this was just a misunderstanding or what. Okay.
The story ended with Cindy and Sean dead, but started with an equally disgusting crime. Amelia was an employee at Chase Bank and
Right.
exploited her position to steal $50,000 from a dementia-ridden man.
Oh!
She wrote 2 checks from his account, and her husband Josh deposited them in his accounts. When Cindy and Sean started asking questions, Josh purchased a gun and shot the pair in their own apartment.
Oh!
This interrogation is not only to uncover the details behind the theft, but also to determine what part she played in the killings.
So what happened with this write-up? So, I mean, had you been a banker for him for a while? I mean,
Yeah, so I've been his banker since I moved here.
so what happened with these checks?
I just come clean. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Nothing, just he called him. I have the record over our global security.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came in, they pulled like call logs, they pulled like cameras, just to make sure like they pulled signature files. Because I mean, it's still federal, it's the bank. So
Mhm.
they wanted to make sure that I wasn't like, I guess, stealing.
Mm-hmm. When you talk to Gerald, I mean, how did he appear to you? Is he a young guy, old guy?
He's old.
Oh, how did he appear to you when you talked to him?
He's okay.
He was okay?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any issues when you talked to him about remembering things or anything like that?
Like I know like a little about himself. Like he had brain surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, he remembers things. I don't think he forgets really. He just, other than that, he's still nice.
Okay. Yeah, nice guy.
Amelia does her best to seem open and honest here, but as soon as she finishes up talking, she brings her shoulders up, hunches over slightly, and crosses her arms.
That was a very weird animation. I never seen that animation before. That's a weird animation.
Movements that are done to protect vital parts of the body and are obvious
The
tells
neck.
that someone feels uncomfortable. These signs only become
Chest.
more apparent as the interview continues.
What did he have you do? Like, what did he ask for?
Nothing. It's just we put 2 checks and $25,000 each,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. His grandson came, picked him up, and
The grandson came and picked him up?
Mhm. It was either the day before or the day after.
Mm-hmm.
I opened up an account for him.
Oh, so he must have just deposited those checks into the account?
I'm guessing.
I think your best bet right now is to be completely honest with us, okay? So let's go on a little bit more, okay? The truth is going to be the best thing right now.
Nigga lying.
This happened in May?
My write-up for work in May.
Is the account still open?
The grandfather?
No?
Amelia's speech has become much shorter and unclear, and
Yeah, he's like, no, not that I know of.
she continues to seem more and more uncomfortable when pressured about.
Yeah, bro, you gotta you know the easiest way that people get caught for crimes, and I say this on my main channel all the time. Consistency is the key to life. How you start is how you need to finish. You finish where you start, and you start where you finish. She started off open, a little bit more animated, softer tone. Now she has a more sterner, closed off, shorter tone. It's getting very inconsistent. Even if she tells the story consistently, her tone at certain parts shows signs of inconsistency. You gotta stay consistent whenever you want success, and whether you're telling the truth or you're telling a lie. You gotta stay consistent in tone, body language, everything, bro.
Gerald's banking records. Of course, the detective has noticed this and is seeing straight through her original timid and playful demeanor, so he decides to ramp up the pressure.
Amelia, listen, okay? At a certain point in time, we have to move past it, all right? He's a nice guy, and I'm sure you really do care about him.
I do.
Do you see now?
But it's not like I don't want to make it. Okay.
No. Did you take advantage of that old man?
Say yes, just
I
say it.
don't want to say I took advantage of him because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah. And Josh, did he ever talk to them?
No, he never spoke to him. He doesn't even know who they are.
Would he have been at their house?
Him? He doesn't even know where they live. I don't even know where they live.
Well, you have access to his account.
Yeah, but I haven't.
You opened it.
Yeah, but I don't remember his address.
You talked to Cindy? Possible she gave you their address? Is it going to be in the text messages?
No,
But you don't remember if she gave you the address or not?
she never did. She had no reason to.
Is it possible Josh went over there and you didn't know?
I mean, how would he know where they live though?
That's not the question I was asking. Is it possible that he went over there?
Not that I know. No,
So you can't say for sure he did or didn't?
I can say no
How
to my
can you say
knowledge
no?
because he doesn't know where he doesn't know them.
Amelia now decides to change strategies. Instead of her original flirtatious and playful demeanor, she's switched to an innocent and clueless one. At points, she even smiles and laughs while being asked serious questions in an attempt to downplay the intensity and pressure. This is a sign that the facade she's put up is starting to break.
Yo, she's a master manipulator. She's up there with Drake, nigga. She just switched personalities like shoes and outfits of the week.
And the detective takes this as an opportunity to press her even further.
I think you need to start understanding the severity of the situation, all right? Because I don't know if you really do, all right? And I think you need to start understanding that how this interview goes and what decisions you make here are going to affect your life for a long, long, long time. I think you think that you had this all planned out, and I think and again, not saying it in a bad way, but this is what we do. Okay, when we make mistakes, we figure.
Yeah, he's a pro. He's been doing this damn near probably the same age of you, bro. You think you really gonna get one over on him? You got to be really, really good and, if anything, consistent. The biggest giveaway is consistent. This is a rookie mistake, gal.
Things out and go, okay, all right, there's a lot more going on here, all right? And you know whose name is all over this right now? You and Joshua.
Yep.
Okay? You need to start thinking
Pack
real hard,
Josh
real
up.
fast, okay?
Let's get her out of here, too.
Who is involved in this and what happened, okay?
That's all I know.
Okay. Things got out of hand. Okay? This got out of hand. I think what happened was Cindy was asking you for this money back and you didn't have it. And there's some issues there, okay? Sometimes, again, when we make a mistake, we do something wrong and the ball gets rolling and we can't stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? Listen, you have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
You have a 7-year-old son. You have an obligation to him. So whatever happened beyond this, we need to know. Because if you want to keep going with what you're telling us, okay, then we're going to have to go on that, all right? And you have to understand.
Yeah. Okay.
So
You got a
somebody did
son,
something.
G, come
you
on.
need to know now.
Talking about her son obviously strikes a chord with Amelia, and as interrogations are all about exploiting emotions to extract the truth, the detective jumps on this to make her as vulnerable as possible.
Did Josh put you up to this?
No.
Well, this is the stuff we need to know. Listen, if he put you up to it, he put you up to it. That's okay. Again, like Detective Murphy said, I think you're kind of at this crossroads right now, okay? You've got Josh, who you probably love, and he's your husband, okay? But you also have Julian. And you got to picture that little boy. You got to picture not being able to watch him grow up. Think about that for a second. Think about being put somewhere very far away from him, and the only way you're going to have contact with him is through letters. You're going to get pictures in jail, in prison, of your little boy growing up. That's your future.
I don't know the severity of what he did,
What did he do?
but he knows the relationship that I have with Mr. Stack. He knows that. I mean, I would take him food, like,
Listen to me.
so at a point he would get upset with me that, like, I'm too nice, that I can't kind of act with my customers, but he's the old guy. He has no family. But I mean, I talked to him because, you know, he's my husband. I talked to him.
Did Josh say that you kind of were owed this money because you were taking care of this guy?
I don't know if he said that, but
Something like that? What did he tell you?
I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
We need to know. Well, then tell us, okay? Tell us.
I don't know. I feel like she's still guilty.
What?
Yeah, they're dead. So now we really need to talk.
At this point, all of the games that Amelia was playing have gone out the window. Whether she's innocent or not, she's now being accused of aiding a murderer and is faced with losing her job, house, and a 7-year-old son. So, understandably, she's starting to get incredibly scared.
I do not want to go to jail. I don't. Like, if I get fired, okay, let me get fired at work, but I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything. I didn't plan anything. I didn't conspire anything. I didn't do anything. I don't want to go to jail.
From here, the detectives try to capitalize on this, using her vulnerable state to try and extract as much information as possible from her. But Amelia asserts that she's only told the truth throughout the entire interrogation. She didn't know Cindy and Sean were dead, and she had nothing to do with their murders. But here is where the interrogation takes.
Damn, bro. During these videos too, I be wanting I be wanting these type of people to be innocent. Cause like you're a woman, you got a son, and you got your whole life ahead of you. I be really wanting these people to not have nothing to do with it, but that don't be the case.
A massive turn. These detectives have now been talking to her for over 2 hours, and they've executed this style of interrogation almost perfectly. But for the last few hours, they've just been going around in circles to no avail. So instead, they leave the room to discuss a new approach. And that's when Detective Number 3 enters with blankets and a kind, apologetic tone.
Hey, you need to talk to him. You need to get out from underneath this big time. Did they tell you who they work for?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're homicide detectives, so.
I know.
And they want you to be a witness, not a suspect.
That's why I want to talk to them, because I just don't want to be involved in any of this. Like,
Okay.
I don't want any part of this. I want to be able to go home.
Okay.
Entering like this after such a stressful experience with the other detectives will set Amelia's mind at ease, and subconscious.
And it's like, you know, we all have the trope of good cop, bad cop, but I'd assume it's a lot harder to like conscious. It's the same as like, if this snake has this, it's not venomous, and if this snake does, it's venomous. Like, yeah, you remember that, and there's that old saying, but when you're in front of that thing, you just scared. So I can see how easy it is in a situation like this to get tricked by the act. Not saying like he's just acting, but like, you know, he just couldn't have came at a more perfect time, and she doesn't even realize it because she's just so caught up in her own feelings. That's real.
Enforce the idea that he isn't a threat. At the start of the interrogation, Amelia was trying to seduce the detectives in an attempt to get better treatment and hopefully even a lighter sentence. So if the third detective plays into this by treating her kindly and playing her game, maybe he'll have a chance of finding out what really happened.
In these cases, you can't lie. You can't, which means holding something.
And then he's talking quiet to make it intimate, but also make it seem as he's on her side and he doesn't want anybody else to hear. Like, this is their little secret. He's a smart. This is just really. This is 3D chess right here. This is 3D chess.
Back, telling a partial truth, or just flat out lying. That is accessory. You're protecting someone, and I'm telling you right now, you don't need to do that. If you know what happened, tell them.
Nigga
tell
put
you
the
what he
blankets
did,
on
don't
her.
have to say anything?
That's a crazy animation. My man put the he put her in the mix. She's lost in the sauce now.
He just told me if you say anything, then, like if you, because I mean, I'm not stupid.
Okay, but eventually he told you what happened.
No, he didn't tell me that he killed anybody, or that he was going.
But you know that he was going over there.
I knew that he was going over there.
What day?
He told me, he's like, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'll take care of it.
Talking about them, though.
I'm guessing so, because that's just what he keeps on saying.
Your importance is in details, not in vagueness.
They told me I'm going to jail regardless.
Well, the fraud part may be, but that's nothing. That is nothing compared to these charges
Yeah.
for first-degree murder.
If I say all of these things, will I get in trouble?
If you don't say any of these things, you're definitely going to get in trouble.
But this is where I'm scared. If I say these things, like, I didn't do any of this.
Put it this way. If you protect him and you don't tell us everything,
Okay.
then you're part of the crime.
Amelia is now met with a harsh dilemma. She has to either gamble that the detectives never connect her to the crime and face felony charges herself, or fess up and snitch to the police, likely sending her husband to jail for the rest of his life. This is her last chance to make the right decision,
I'd pack up the
or
husband.
she'll never
You
see
shouldn't
her
have
son
killed-
again.
I'd pack up the husband because you shouldn't have killed nobody, bruh. And put, like, I look at it like people want you to be loyal to them, but did they think about their loyalty to you before they put you in these hard situations? People like, yo, you snitching if like I go down for a crime and you don't lie for me, or you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't go to jail in place of me. Like, bruh, you should have, like, before you was being an L man's, why would you want me to waste away my life for something you did? You're just the L man's. So I look at it like he's an L husband, bro, and an L father. So on that basis, I would say give him up because he put you in a situation. Now, whether she conspired with him, I don't know. I can't really tell yet. But I'd pack the husband up personally. And wouldn't feel bad about it either. Because he shouldn't have done that. Knowing we got a son, too. Knowing we got a son, gang. Come on.
Over from the beginning.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I let her know she wanted to know. She went with her dad to the bank and she looked at the transaction history and she wanted to know what the checks were. So I can't tell her much. And then he's over my shoulder listening to my conversations with her. And he's just like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. He just wasn't having it. He didn't want me to talk to her. He didn't want me to contact her.
And who are we talking about, her?
The guy's daughter.
You know her name?
Cynthia. Cindy. She's gonna call her Cindy.
Cindy. And he knew who Cindy was.
Only because of the conversations that me and her were having.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
The next day he went and he bought a gun. I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday. He called out of work. He said that I'm gonna take care of things. The next day he comes home and he's like banging on the door. This is like
Where the apartment or the house where we were at today?
Yes.
Okay.
He came banging on the door. When he came home, he took the gun apart. He was shaking. He took all his clothes off. He put it in a garbage bag, and then he went by his mom and dad's house.
Okay. When did you become aware that he was involved in the murder?
Well, I didn't know what happened. I just stopped hearing from her. And then when I said something about, can I call her? He told me no. And then he got really mad at me, and he was like, if you say something, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, he's not going to say that unless he told you about the murder. That's the part that's so when did he tell you about the murder? Sweetie, you got to let this go. You can't, anything you hold back.
Yeah, you've already you've clearly already implicated that he killed them, and you've already implied that he killed them. So the bandage, there's no ripping off this bandage clean, and you've already been peeling at it. You might as well just rip it off. You already said that he bought a gun, said he was gonna take care of it, then came back knocking on the door, shaking, put all his clothes in the trash bag. That's the actions of somebody who killed somebody. So he obviously told you.
It's not going to look good. You've got to just tell it. It hurts. It's scary. I understand that.
Just say it, bro.
But not
At
talking
this point,
is worse for you than talking.
like at this point, you already
he
said.
Describe how, what,
He never physically said like what he did or if anything was done.
did he say he shot him?
Well, I'm guessing he had his gun, so
Don't guess. Did he tell you that he shot him?
yes.
He said he shot him.
And with that, the detectives managed to use Amelia's tactics against her and got her to confess to her own husband's crime. The detectives also stuck to their word and, after confirming she had nothing to do with the murders, dropped the charges against her. She was, however, still charged with the theft and sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Damn.
Josh, however, was found guilty of the first-degree
Damn, she still got 3.
murders of Cindy and Sean Stack and was sentenced to life behind bars.
Damn. Shit. I like how she believes firmly that it's gonna make me like, oh, you're supposed to be able to let you go. That is pretty nice. Like, I like. Yeah, why did she not talk to the police without an attorney, bro? I don't get it, for real. And maybe you know what it is too. Some people may feel like if you have an attorney, like you already look guilty because why do you need a lawyer? But like, I don't know. He said, lost me as she moved her hair to the side to expose her jugular. Yeah, I like to read comments, bro, but I like to read comments while I watch videos, but I don't like to read comments during these videos because they end up spoiling the shit, like before you finish. Yeah, I don't know why people don't get a lawyer. Like the only reason I see not getting a lawyer is because like you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like by getting a lawyer, like you look guilty, but like, bro, like a guilty nigga would have a lawyer, so why can't an innocent nigga have a lawyer? But do I think she was involved? I don't know, bro. Like I feel like maybe she was thinking, even if he told her beforehand, she probably was thinking that nigga was just finna go like scare him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just feeling like, hey, y'all gonna let us have this money or else we gonna kill y'all, and they probably bucked or something. Like he might have not even went with the way this situation sounds. He may have not even went with the intention of like killing, but like he saw, like, you know what I'm saying, like they just wasn't going, or like adrenaline rush, somebody jumped at him or was about to call the police, and he ended up just like shooting them because, you know, that was pretty much what I'm getting from his crimes is there's a lot of short-sightedness. So, you know, if you're gonna do a crime, make sure you plan it out. And if you have to choose between killing somebody or not killing them, don't kill them, right? Because you would still, even though you got caught, you're gonna get caught for the murder more than likely. So like, you know, I'd rather get caught for attempting to rob somebody in fraud than fucking murder. So like, you know, just let them call the police and, you know, we having fun for the rest of the year. This nigga DH just be yammering. But yeah, I wonder what video we're gonna do next. I don't know.